guys, Chris here. Today is the day that I've been talking about for a few months now. It's April 24th. I'm heading to my parents' house right now to pick up Pa. He wanted to be part of this, but today I pick up the 992 Turbo S that I ordered, it's probably like 7 months ago, I want to say. These things seem to come in waves. I think it was maybe 3 months ago I saw a wave of them on YouTube of people getting theirs, and this must be the second or third shipment coming out of Stuttgart, but because Pan got his the other day. So mine came in about a week ago, and I had the boys at Porsche do the clear bra and tint for me just because I didn't want to get it on the road without the protection. This is a lot of money. It took a lot of effort for me to realize to make this come to reality. And so I'm in my Mercedes, and if you recall videos probably like 6 months ago, I traded the Cayenne, the C5, my 19 Turbo S, and my Ducati, just so I can get from 2 car payments down to 1, and ended up trading them in on this E53 that I'm driving right now. I got 570 miles on this thing. It's a really nice car. I would daily this if I didn't have, I didn't bring my dogs to work and stuff, but I do. But there's things about this that I've discovered over the last, 3 months that I'm just not really a fan of. I wasn't in love with this car when I bought it. I think I might have said that when I first got it. I think it's a really attractive car, and I think it's practical, and it's not terribly expensive either. But the biggest one, you probably can't tell. If I'm driving just like this, I'm just driving down the road. If this guy in front of me decides to come to a stop, and I get below like 10 miles an hour, let's him come to a stoplight. I have my buddies that follow me all the time, and they'll say they call it my gas cap. It's actually my rear view mirror, or my rear view camera, because it goes behind the Mercedes emblem. That's popping in and out like a damn yo-yo. I don't know if you can even hear. So I'm coming up to a roundabout right now. Right there, I just heard it come out. So there's nothing around me, nobody behind me, but my rear view, now I just heard it go back in. My rear view camera I don't know what's up with that. It goes in and out all the time. I tried looking in the settings here. There's just to deactivate the thing. I don't want it on all the time, so I might as well just turn it off. But I don't know. I got like coworkers that I pull up to work, and they're like, "Yo, your gas cap's out." I'm like, "No, it's my damn backup camera." Not that that's worth justifying selling this car, but to me it kind of is. It's really an annoying feature. But more importantly, the reason why I'm trading this in is because I have about 20K equity into it, and I want to put that on top of the 992 Turbo S just to kind of take my payments down as much as I can, because money's not free. So that's the main reason why I'm trading this in, is to get some positive equity into the 992 Turbo S. So anyway, I'm heading out to pick up Pa right now. And him and I are going to go over to Porsche Minneapolis, meet Brandon and Sean, and I'll show you guys the 992. Everyone that I've seen on YouTube is not as spec'd as this. And I asked the boys, I was like, did I go too much on, speccing this car out? And I made it exactly how I wanted it to be. And they're like, no, we've seen some that are, $20,000, $30,000 more, and we've seen some that are $20,000, $30,000 less. But all the ones that I've seen on YouTube aren't spec'd like this. Small things too, it adds up. Porsches, they're expensive. Even the stitching, for example, see how this has, well, you probably can't tell, this is red and black leather with red stitching. I stuck with the black on black for the Turbo S because that was standard. If I wanted to change that black stitching in the seats to anything besides the standard black, it was like, don't quote me, it was like $1,200 or $1,400, as if the stitching cost that much more. Or maybe it's it's complex to take it out of production to put it in a different line to get different thread. I don't know, maybe that justifies the cost difference to them, but I don't know, that's a lot of money to me, and I don't think that the yellow stitching is $1,400 more expensive than the black stitching. So things like that I didn't do, but I went pretty hard on like the cosmetic stuff, like the carbon fiber roof and the mirrors and the sport package. Some of the stuff you can kind of get, you can piece them together individually, or you can pick like one package that comes with like 95% of what you're looking for, plus maybe 5% of what you're not looking for. but financially it makes sense to buy the package versus the individual options. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm gonna stop rambling now. I'm gonna pick up Pa, and I will pick this thing back up when we are getting close.
Years ago, haven't they?
I think so. I see them everywhere.
Don't know too much about Jaguar though.
Okay, Pa and I are just pulling up.
Hey, we're back.
Porsche Minneapolis here.
We are back.
Probably got it inside.
They do know how badly we can beat them. Get us something while we're waiting.
I'll take that whitey up front. The Taycan.
I wonder how many of those they have.
14, I think.
Thursday.
Pa's gonna swap out for the 488. Dang, boys, look at there. Safe at the toy box. First impressions, I love it, obviously. What's not to love? So I will do I'll do a proper walk around in another video here, but I just wanted to show you guys a quick delivery of the 992 Turbo S. What do you guys think of this? It's pretty optioned out, like I said earlier. Part of the options that I got was the Sport Exterior. I think that's what it's called, not Executive. I think Executive was the interior leather. But the Sport Exterior option, which comes with things like, I think it came with like the clear, or the LED headlights and the clear taillights. But I did these carbon fiber mirrors. I brought it over to the roof too, carbon fiber top. This is pretty slick. This is new for 992. It's kind of like the Taycan. You just take your hand, you just go underneath it and it pops out. Then you pull. Interior, I did the carbon fiber door sill. The only other options I did were the 18-way power seats. I did not do a sunroof because I don't like them. I did the Alcantara headliner. I did they call it Sportex actually. This is like the Alcantara / suede Porsche Sportex visors and seat belt deals. Sean, my salesman, recommended that. Went ahead and I wanted to bring the outside in, so I did the yellow seat belts to match the yellow ceramic calipers, and I wanted to tie it in where I could, so I also did the yellow clock and the yellow tachometer. But this thing is a very sick. I was a little afraid that it would be pretty similar to the 991, which I mean, I guess I knew it wouldn't because it's what, like 50 more horsepower or something like that, maybe even more. But you know, this is noticeably different. Maybe it's the 8-speed, maybe it's just in my head. This thing is a beast. All right, well, I'm gonna get back to work. The oldest and I are gonna go see Mortal Kombat. Saw it last night with Rush for his birthday, but no one wants to see it, so I'm taking him tonight. So I don't have too much time, but let me know what you guys think of this. I think it's, I mean, every car in here, all the ladies, we call them, are badass in their own way. Look at the size of that Hummer compared to that R8. It's taking out the 488. So this is a dream. I think a lot of guys, this is their dream car. Certainly is mine. When I was 2004, I would have been 15, 16. Yeah, 16. That's when my dad had the 996 Turbo S, or 996 911 Turbo, and I learned to drive manual on that and his 98 GTS Viper. And ever since, I mean, this has just been a dream of mine. So worked pretty hard to achieve this. I'm going to be working for a number of years to be able to pay for this, but that's all part of the experience. So, okay guys, I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to put her to bed for a little bit. I'm going to grab the Challenger. But as always, I appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.